And we start with Decision 2022. Good afternoon. Welcome to the News at 4. I'm Doug Petcash. It is primary election day here in Idaho. Polls are open for another 4 hours until 8 p.m. High-profile races include governor, lieutenant governor, attorney general, superintendent of public instruction, all state House and Senate seats, and congressional and local races too. We have team coverage this afternoon and throughout the evening and night. Andrew Bartline is live in Ada County with what election officials are expecting through the day and into tonight. And Tristan Lewis is live in Canyon County with how voting is going there. Let's start off with Andrew Bartline in Ada County.
Yeah, Doug, we've been to 9 different polling locations throughout Ada County. We haven't seen any lines. We know that's something that's happened in years past, and we've heard about it, but when we show up, they seem to be going. They're fleeting. Haven't been able to actually catch one quite yet. So the lines are moving pretty quickly, and these election poll workers are able to move through people very quickly here in Ada County. They say that the morning was a big boom. Specifically, a bunch of people came up that they typically don't see in years past. That's what a poll worker told us who's done this for 5 years. So the flow had been consistent after that, but lines were not building up at her precinct either. Now in Ada County, we know the goal is to get 30 to 35%, and that's coming from the Ada County Elections Office. Right now, they're at 20% voter turnout, and when we split those between absentee ballots, they sent out 24,000 absentee ballots. They say that's much higher than they typically do, especially for a May primary election. Just over 18,000 have been sent back, so a good return on absentee ballots so far. The rest of those have come through people in and out of the polls. So like we said, over 18,000. Now we'll throw it over to Tristan in Canyon County with what he's seeing over there. Tristan.
Yeah, Andrew, you're saying that you're not seeing too many lines. Obviously, you can see behind me that there is a line coming out of the O'Connor Fieldhouse over in Caldwell. The Canyon County Elections Office tells me that this actual polling location is one of their busiest polling locations out of their 21 polling locations. As we can see, once we got here just a little before 3 o'clock, there was always a little bit of a line, people coming out of the building. Now it just finally started to wrap around that O'Connor Fieldhouse. The Canyon County Elections Office says today has been a lot busier than expected, just compared to that of early voting and absentee ballots. They tell me that early voting was about 3,500 and absentee ballots they got was 4,500. And we spoke to them a little at 3 o'clock today. They said they had about 10,400 voting so far. Also, they expect a higher increase in people coming out today once that rush hour hits right after work, so around 5:30 o'clock. And so that's plenty of time. They want to remind people that polling locations do close at 8 p.m. tonight. So that means if you are in line behind me at 8 p.m., you are still able to vote. If you come in line after 8 o'clock tonight, you're out of luck tonight. Got to wait till next voting, but make sure you're in line by 8 o'clock tonight. Doug?
All right, Tristan, as long as you're in line, you can vote, but if you're not, too bad. All right, Tristan, thank you so much. Also, if you do have an absentee ballot, you have to get it to your county elections office by 8 o'clock tonight. You know, our website, KTVB.com, has a wealth of election-related information. That will include live election results. Chief Political Reporter Joe Paris joins us now to show us how it works. What's up, Joe?
Yeah, Doug, we got a full night of action ahead of us, and I want to walk over to the corner here. We're going to go over to the big board here in the KTVB studio, and I kind of just want to talk through a little bit of what our coverage is going to look like tonight and what you at home, the voters, can do as the results start coming out. So this is the landing page of KTVB.com, and this is going to be your home for election coverage here tonight. You can see here right on the front of the page will be a big red banner at the top. It'll tell you they've got some live election results for you. Let's go over to that page. Now you see right here, there's no results in, obviously, because the polls are still open, and we're going to have those polls open till 8 o'clock local time, and that includes our friends up in North Idaho. So the polls there will close at 8 p.m. Pacific time, which is 9 o'clock here in the Mountain Zone. But as we take a full look at this, our great web team here at KTVB has did a job of really putting all the things that you're interested in one spot. And you can see here, you come over to our tab, you'll be able to look at the hot races, the statewide races, congressional, legislative, everything down to your county and your neighborhood we'll have here. And really, as soon as the numbers start to come in, and we're expecting some real full results to start about 9 o'clock here Mountain Time after the polls close, you'll be able to land on this page and go race by race and watch the percentages and watch the votes and everything come in real time. And of course, we will be here live following all the coverage. And I know it looks a little boring right now, a lot of 0%, but Doug, we've seen it in years past that really right at 9 o'clock, 9 to 9:30, we get a big batch of results, especially from places like Ada County. County. So join us at 9 o'clock here tonight. We're going to be on KTVB.com and the KTVB YouTube page from 9 to 10 p.m. tonight. I'll be here with Brian Holmes as well as Dr. Stephanie Witt. You'll be out with Morgan Romero
at the GOP gathering, yeah.
Yep, it's going to be all over the valley tonight, and we'll be back on that big board, and I'll be tracking the trends and the races as they come in live. Right. It should be a really interesting night for us, but this is your home. I mean, get a nice meal, get some snacks, and strap in because we got election night.
And it's 9 to 10 digitally, as Joe mentioned, online and on the YouTube page. And then from 10 to 11 at least here on News Channel 7 and online as well. But, you know, we'll keep going until 11, you know, see how the races are going. If it's too close to call, then we'll make the call whether to stay on later or not. But KTVB.com is also the place to be. And we have reporters. Joe, as he mentioned, will be here. Andrew, Tristan will be out and about as well. Morgan and I too. So it's going to be a busy night. It's a huge election. It really is important. As Andrew was saying, just about 20% voter turnout so far, Joe. Wow. So I guess we'll see if that number goes up as well.
We'll see. It's interesting. I was talking with the Secretary of State's office a short time ago, and they say maybe 30 to 35% on the higher end. There's a lot of attention, of course, because there's the governor's race on the primary ballot. But as we learn through each election, and this is a shocking thing that I learn every time, Doug, less than half of the people in our community that are eligible to vote. Yeah. So it's only 406 right now. Head out there. You can register at the polls in Idaho. You can affiliate at the polls in Idaho. We don't care who you vote for, but we encourage people to get out there and express their voice.
And I believe there are like 993,000 registered voters.
Yes, we're getting close to 1 million, so we'll be tracking that here tonight.
We'll see if more than 7,000 register at the polls today. Just put us over that 1 million mark.
Yeah.
We'll see. All right, Joe. See you again at 6
Talk
o'clock
soon,
tonight.
yes.
All right, buddy. Well, for election results, where your voting location is, or any information on candidates or issues, you can check out our voter guide at ktvb.com as well. You can also text the word VOTE to the number on your screen, 208-321-5614, and we'll send a link to our voter guide right to your phone. Very convenient.